Everywhere you look, people are hyping up character consistency in AI videos. Creators are packaging prompts, selling the dream of perfect continuity, and locking it all behind expensive courses. But let's be real for a second. Do you actually need to empty your wallet to learn how to keep your characters looking the same? The absolute truth is that the only thing separating a seasoned pro from a beginner is mindset and hands-on experience. It's natural to want a mentor. And honestly, FOMO, fear of missing out, makes us second-guess our own potential. But what if I told you that you already have what it takes to crack the code? What if you could build a masterclass level, perfectly consistent AI film entirely on your own? Would you believe me? Welcome back, guys, to episode 3 of the AFK AI Artistry * series powered by G-Lab Automation. I'm Ernesta, and I'm here to take complex tech jargon and flip it into something shockingly simple. Today, we're diving deep into a powerhouse mindset, locking down absolute consistency for your characters, environments, and overall aesthetic across an entire video. If you're finding this series valuable, why not smash that subscribe button? In our previous episodes, we touched on the basics of unified generation. The secret sauce always boils down to reference images and prompting. So, let's dissect the anatomy of a perfect command. Borrowing Google's gold standard formula for video generation, we have subject plus context plus action plus camera angle plus aesthetic plus constraints plus audio. Looking at this lineup, can you guess which specific elements need to stay absolutely static to maintain a unified world? I bet you already nailed it. It's the Holy Trinity. Subject plus context plus aesthetic. Let me show you a prime example. I've got 3 video prompts here, designed to be stitched together into one seamless sequence. Notice how the aesthetic remains completely untouched. I literally copy-pasted the exact same visual modifiers for all 3. The same goes for our main subject and the rural setting. Now, let's watch the magic happen when these 3 commands come to life.
I can't forget the first moment I heard their laughter. It wasn't violent laughter, just people celebrating a new home, a roof. Every clink was a knock on the lid.
As you just saw, by utilizing Lockseed, we aggressively synchronized the vibe. The unified art style is undeniable. But wait, why do the specific character details and the physical environment still look slightly inconsistent? If the prompt is identical, what's missing? The ultimate answer is reference images. Let's circle back to a concept I dropped in episode 1, the character sheet. How exactly do we define that in the AI space? I'm throwing some prime examples up on the screen right now. For both actors and environments, you need dedicated layout panels showcasing different angles. The golden rule: you must include a full body shot. Throw a clean title right in the center with their name. Pro tip: always use a solid, minimalist background so the algorithm doesn't get confused by random clutter when generating your final render. Let's break down the prompts used to generate those exact reference sheets. As you can see, I explicitly divided the character layout into front and back views, plus side grids to capture facial details. I did the exact same thing for the context sheet, mapping out every camera angle needed for the script to guarantee rock-solid environmental consistency. Now, let's roll a video where all 3 scenes are perfectly synchronized using these assets.
I can hear it up there. Just a sliver of light to see that.
In the quiet, the bowl waits. Something stirs beneath.
Boom. That footage proves that the subject plus context plus aesthetic formula, combined with reference sheets, flawlessly unifies your actors, worlds, and vibes. For that clip, I utilized the component generation mode. But is that really enough? You probably noticed a catch. Component mode caps out at a maximum of 3 reference images. What if your epic scene features a massive crowd? How do you feed the engine enough data? That's where we level up for a game-changing mindset, the scene builder. A scene builder is essentially a continuous chain of frames, engineered to aggressively lock down spatial continuity and seamless transitions. Let me show you what I mean on screen. We have two distinct approaches here, which I briefly mentioned in episode 1. 1. The static approach, using a fixed reference image to generate each new scene independently. 2. The chained approach, taking that initial reference, but crucially, using the output of the previous scene as the visual anchor for the next one. With the first method, your characters and locations look great, but the spatial continuity between cuts feels a bit jumpy. With the second method, the flow is insanely smooth. The transition, the actor, the vibe, everything is preserved fiercely. Let's play a side-by-side comparison of these two workflows right now.
I finally saw them, the floorboards. Their laughter echoed, a sound full of empty cheer. They laugh and talk, oblivious to the darkness beneath their feet.
You just watched two sequences stitched together across 3 scenes. In the first video, I simply fed the base images, and the prompt did the heavy lifting. In the second video, we utilized the end-to-end anchor technique. The final frame of scene A became the opening frame of scene B. Both styles yield completely different artistic results. You can totally mix and match them based on your creative vision. Honestly, if there's a secret to becoming an AI video expert, it's just relentless testing and iteration. Alright, let's meet today's MVP, the workflow interface. When you right-click the canvas, a menu pops up. First is New Group, perfect for keeping your personal pipelines organized. Let's create one for our inputs and literally name it Input. Easy. Right-click again to find Add Batch. This is the node where you inject your prompts and images. Look at the batch prompt loader, you get a text box. And the running mode, either sequential or randomized. On the right edge of the node, you've got a green play button, a yellow pause button, a gray stop button, and a red one to trash the whole node. The batch image loader works the exact same way. Select your folder, set your count limit, say you have 30 pics but only want to process 10, totally customizable. And choose your sorting order, A to Z or Z tray, so they feed into the pipeline flawlessly. Moving on, let's look at Add Image Reference. Under Add Generate Image, you'll find a text area for your prompt and the model selector. Imagen 4, Nano Banana, Nano Banana 2, or Nano Banana Pro. Set your aspect ratio and dial in your lock seed if you want, or just leave it blank. We have 2 routing options for references here. One is optimized for the Pro and Nano Banana 2 models. The other for Imagen 4 and base Nano Banana. For the base models, you can specifically assign a style, subject, or scene image path. For the Pro models, it's streamlined, you just give it a single master path. Now pay attention, because this is the heartbeat of the whole system. Wiring. Connecting nodes transfers data across your pipeline. If I drag a wire from the batch prompt to generate image, it feeds the text over to create the art. If I wire the image loader, it passes the visuals. Golden rule, match the colors. Yellow wires only connect to yellow ports. Also, you cannot wire the batch image loader directly into generate image. It must flow through a reference node first. Tour's over. Let's get our hands dirty. How do you build a workflow from scratch? You can map it out yourself, or use an AI partner like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. Personally, I highly recommend Claude for pipeline logic. You could literally prompt it like this. You are a workflow analyst. Design a logical pipeline for my scene builder. I will input a text prompt and call out a specific reference image. I want to generate a scene. Then use that output as the anchor for the next prompt. Pulling in new references as needed. Map this out based on batch inputs. Step 1. Input the text prompt. Step 2. Feed the associated subject, context images. Step 3. Generate the master reference. Step 4. Call the next files, merge them with the fresh output, and generate the next frame. Let's build it. And there we have it. My pipeline is fully operational. Feel free to copy this exact setup. As for writing the actual prompts, we've covered that extensively, so use whatever AI you prefer. My team actually built a dedicated pre-production tool that analyzes your favorite writing style, drafts a script, acts as a digital director to write the prompts, and even handles titles, descriptions, and thumbnails automatically. You literally just click publish. Enough talking, let's run the machine and see the results.
A few moments later.
Boom, exactly what a scene builder should be. Continuous, locked in, and visually stunning. I've just handed you the blueprint for ideal prompting and node-based workflows. I hope you've absorbed the core mindset needed to build your own cinematic worlds. If you hit any roadblocks, jump into our Discord and we'll help you out. Drop a comment if there's a specific topic you want us to tackle next. If this video brought you value, smash that subscribe button to keep the series alive. Stay creative, and I'll catch you in the next one.